Let's head over and listen to a review of the song You Make Me Come Alive, followed by the songs.
All right, let's kick off this deep dive. And today we're going to be looking at two different versions of the same song
Oh,
from
wow.
Captain Rock and the Motley Crew.
Okay.
So we've got the original version of You Make Me Come Alive.
Right.
And then we've got this very cool jazz version, which they're calling Take 28. You Make Me Come Alive.
Yeah.
Jazz Take 28.
I love that they've got like two completely different takes on the same song.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I think what's really interesting about it is the lyrics are almost exactly the same between the two.
Yeah.
So you can really look at just the music and how that changes.
Yeah. And how that like totally changes the feel of the song,
Exactly.
even though the words are the same.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
So should we start with the lyrics?
Yeah. Let's dive into those.
So looking at the original version of You Make Me Come Alive, the lyrics really paint this picture of like a total transformation. Like, just everything changing about the person because of this love.
Yeah. There's definitely like a rebirth element there, isn't there? Especially when you hear like learning how to breathe again in a brand new way.
Yeah.
In the touch of your skin, I'm finally me.
Yeah.
It's like love is this catalyst.
Yeah.
Like they were waiting for this to discover who they really are.
Yeah, and it's not even just about discovering yourself. It's like the intensity of the connection, too.
Right.
It's like stars collide, a warmth I can't hide.
Yeah.
It's like this huge kind of cosmic event.
Yeah. It's very passionate and very intense.
Yeah, and more than just moments, more than just nights. It's like everything is just
Yeah, it's all encompassed.
constantly focused on this,
Yeah.
this love.
I think as well, that's why these lyrics really connect with people. Because I think everybody wants that kind of connection, that feeling of belonging, and that feeling that somebody can change you and transform you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a universal thing.
Yeah, and so then we come to You Make Me Come Alive, Jazz Take 28, and they've kept all of those really powerful lyrics.
The feel is completely different.
It's completely different.
It's much smoother. It's more intimate.
Yeah.
It's like almost like you're in a smoky jazz club.
Yeah.
You can hear the clinking of glasses.
Yeah.
It's a totally different vibe.
Yeah, like the original makes me think of like a stadium rock anthem.
Yeah.
Like thousands of people all singing along.
Yeah.
But this is much more like...
It's a secret.
Yeah.
It's like whispered between lovers.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's really interesting how they've managed to create that different sound.
Yeah.
So the original version, you've got that driving rock beat, you've got the electric guitars.
Yep.
But in the jazz version, it's all very stripped back.
Yeah.
You've got a muted trumpet.
Yes.
You've got like a walking bass line, those drums that are kind of like brushed, giving it a really nice swing.
Yeah.
It's just a totally different soundscape.
Even the vocals sound different.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like in the original, there's that real like raw energy.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like they're declaring their
It
love.
was a statement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas in the jazz version,
Yeah.
it's softer.
Much more like a caress.
Yeah.
Yeah, and much more subtle.
Yeah. It's interesting as well because it's not just the instruments, it's the way they're played.
Yeah.
So like in the jazz version, the singer holds back on the notes.
Yeah.
Like they linger a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Which creates that sense of longing and intimacy that you don't really get in the original.
Yes.
Because it's a much more powerful delivery in the original.
Yeah. It's really interesting, isn't it?
It's fascinating.
How these subtle
Yeah.
changes in the arrangement can make such a big difference
A huge
to the way the song feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is remarkable how, like, just changing the instruments and how they're played can make such a big difference to the song.
Absolutely. And I think what's really clever is by doing these two versions, they're exploring different sides of love. Yeah. It's like you were saying before, like the original is like a really big outward expression of love.
Yeah.
Like you want to tell the whole world,
Yeah.
but then this jazz version is like a much more quiet, intimate kind of love.
Yeah, exactly. And it shows that love isn't just one thing.
Mhm.
It's got all these different facets and different ways that it can be shown and felt.
Yeah. I was thinking it's almost like they're representing different stages of love as well.
Oh, yeah. How do you mean?
Like when you're younger, love is like really exciting and passionate.
Yeah.
It's like the original version of like that's all consuming.
Yeah.
But then I think as you get older,
Mm-hmm.
you start to appreciate that like quieter, more like profound intimacy,
Yeah, that makes sense.
which is much more like the jazz version.
Yeah, and it's like within one relationship as well, isn't it? Like when you first meet somebody, you've got that spark. Everything's new and exciting.
Yeah.
And then as the relationship grows, it gets deeper. more comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's kind of got that slow groove like the jazz version.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and it's really cool that Captain Rock and the Motley Crew have managed to capture both of those so well.
Yeah, it's not just about like writing a love song. It's like they're exploring what love actually is.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm wondering about our listener.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which version do they connect with more?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
And does it change, depending on what's going on in their life?
Yeah, I mean, music is so personal, isn't it?
Yeah.
It can connect with you on such a deep level.
Yeah, I think the version that you prefer might even say something about like your love language.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
So like if you love like grand gestures,
Yeah.
Like really big shows of affection, then maybe you prefer that original.
Yeah.
But then if you're somebody who really values like the little moments,
Yeah.
the quiet intimacy, then maybe that jazz version is more your style.
Yeah, and there's no right or wrong answer, is there? It's just about how you connect with it.
Yeah. So we've come to the end of our deep dive into You Make Me Come Alive, and I'm really curious
Yeah.
which version like really spoke to you.
Yeah, which one's your favorite?
Yeah. Is it that like big anthemic original?
Yeah.
Or is it that smooth jazz version
Yeah.
that makes you just want to like dim the lights and chill?
Yeah, and maybe it's not as simple as just picking one.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like they both connect with you in different ways, or maybe even at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I think love is like that too.
Yeah.
It's not just one thing.
Yeah. It's a journey.
Yeah.
And I think it's so clever how they've used the same lyrics for both versions.
Yeah.
But just by changing the music, they've created like two completely different vibes.
Yeah, and it's like even when you think you know something really well,
Yeah.
like a song,
Mm-hmm.
there's always like a new way to hear it,
Yeah.
a new meaning to discover.
And that's what's so great about what Captain Rock and the Motley Crew have done here.
Yeah.
They've given us more than just two songs. They've given us like a way to think about love in all its different forms.
Yeah, exactly how we give it, how we experience it.
Yeah, and how it changes over time.
And that's what's so powerful about music.
Mm-hmm.
It can speak to you in a way that words sometimes can't.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to hear the same thing in a few different ways
Yeah,
to really understand it.
exactly. So I think we should challenge our listeners.
Yes.
Go back and listen to both versions of You Make Me Come Alive.
Yeah.
And really pay attention to all the details.
Mm-hmm.
The tempo, the instruments, how the singing changes.
Yeah.
See if you can hear anything new.
Yeah.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
which version speaks to you the most right now?
Yeah.
You never know. The answer might surprise you.
So that brings us to the end of another deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time for more music and more insights into the world around us.
When you pull me close, I feel the world fade away. It's like I'm learning how to breathe again in a brand new way. Your hands find mine, and suddenly I'm free. In the touch of your skin, I'm finally me. You make me come alive like never before. In your arms, I'm weightless, we're so much more. In every heartbeat, in every sigh, you're the spark, the fire, the reason I fly. When our bodies meet, it's like stars collide. A quiet kind of magic, a warmth I can't hide. You look at me and the world melts away. In your smile I feel loved in every way. You make me come alive, a light in my soul. With you I'm fearless, with you I'm whole. In every whispered word, in every touch, you're the love I crave, the feeling I trust. We're more than just moments, more than just nights. You're the voice in my dreams, my reason, my light. When we're together, it's more than we planned. Two souls, one fire, bound by just one hand. You make me come alive like never before. In your arms us, we're so much more. In every heartbeat, in every sigh. You're the spark, the fire, the reason I fly. You're the reason I breathe, the reason I'm free. You make me come alive, in love endlessly.
When you pull me close, I feel the world fade away. It's like I'm learning how to breathe again in a brand new way. Your hands find mine, and suddenly I'm free. In the touch of your skin, I'm finally me. You make me come alive like never before. In your arms I'm weightless. We're so much more. In every heartbeat, in every sigh. You're the spark, the fire, the reason I fly. When our bodies meet, it's like stars collide. A quiet kind of magic, a warmth I can't hide. You look at me, and the world melts away. In your smile I feel loved in every way. You make me come alive, the light in my soul. With you I'm fearless, with you I'm whole. In every whispered word, in every touch, you're the love I crave, the feeling I trust. We're more than just moments, more than just nights. You're the voice in my dreams, my reason, my light. When we're together, it's more than we planned. Two souls, one fire, bound by just one hand. Finally, me come alive.